This dude is such a tryhard is a phrase that basically every gamer is familiar with. It's one that I took out of my vocabulary quite a while ago, well before I started changing English into Wiplish every single day until I get sponsored by Mountain Dew. I do not like that we call them tryhards, because I feel like it's kind of like we are spotlighting the one good thing actually about them. It's kind of like if we called Nazis like the clean people or the cleansers. Like, how about we don't give them the name for like the one good driving force behind them? How about like we focus on what they actually are or what's bad? That's kind of how I view the phrase try hard, because trying hard is a good thing. It absolutely is. Effort is super important, and it's one of the hardest things to inspire in people and to get out of people. Sometimes it's the last necessary thing to help someone. If you've ever been like a coach, or I guess even probably a manager, you know how important this is and how necessary it is and how lacking it can also be. So I really dislike how common it can be to kind of demonize and demean effort in scenarios. And so this is one that I want to walk back, similar to what I did with Sweet Individual Me Poop, because I feel like that one is really about people that have just all this effort and admiration, and I don't think we should shame that. And people that are regularly described as tryhards do bother me, but it is definitely not because they try hard. I see it as an issue of seeing things super seriously, which is why I'm going to be calling them seersues. So we have the entire word of C in there, followed by an R, which is the starting sound of serious, and then we end it with su, which is the start of super that gets cut off at the P because they limit play and they destroy play, because they see things so seriously that they remove all of the joy from their experience, which is, of course, the purpose of play, or a necessary part of it. It's to see new things, to explore. When you are taking this ultra serious lens where you're in try hard mode and you're doing the same thing over and over and over without any deviation from what's best and not allowing yourself to have any fun, try anything different, you're removing play from the equation. That's both damaging for you, you're going to get less value out of things, and it's going to be less fascinating and interesting of an experience. And if it's a multiplayer game, everyone around you, I mean everyone that's involved in that lobby, that game, that match, because then they are seeing the same things they always see. They're seeing the most strong thing that people always use because they want to just be like a machine and do the same thing over and over again. And that's not how you're supposed to play. That's not the purpose of play. It's the opposite of that. You want new, interesting chaos. And so when people are trying new things, doing different things, and creating new scenarios, that's when you get this. When you use the same thing over and over again, that's when it stagnates and it feels like you're in just a normal simulation instead of trying out these new scenarios and having a bunch of new fun experiences. That doesn't mean that you can't take things seriously. I think that is also actually a good thing, and especially if you're getting ultra competitive. But you don't need to lose joy. It's not necessary. Just about no matter how serious you get, sometimes you got to walk it back a little bit, and seriousness does not have to be gone from gaming. I actually take gaming extremely seriously myself, but I always try to keep an element of play and joy in there. I'm always trying new things and trying to put myself in the most fascinating scenarios that I can. Try new things, try hard, be serious, but don't lose the joy. Come on now. You're going to get less value out of the games, and so is everyone else. That's what we have for the change. Now let's move on to our song and video of the day. Song of the day is Remember the Name by Fort Minor, one I have loved for many years at this point. This is a classic early 2000s hip-hop/rap song. Pick this one because it's got that great chorus percentage breakdown that is just iconic.
10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will.
And I feel like it's somewhat aligned with tryhards, or at least it just seemed loosely related to me. Then for the video of the day, I chose a campaign scene where they go through like confessionals, and the kids in this just get nasty as hell. They have done some shit, and really great pacing in this scene. It escalates so severely. It's super funny. I want to see the campaign sometime soon again because it's one of those Will Ferrell movies that I just really forget about. Or it's kind of the one that like I enjoy, but I always forget about it and have seen it way less than all of the other classics by him that I really love. And that'll be everything that we have for the Daily Do. Hopefully, third time recording all of this shit through will work. Peace out.